We're going to get started. This is the closing showcase of our hackathon for this year. Here's how we're going to do it. Project presentations, fond farewell, and thank yous and logistics. A little bit more about how the boat tour is going to work. I don't know if my hand should, okay, all right. This is us. Yeah. Thanks for that, Deb. Seabrand. Seabrand is going to run our showcase. Seabrand, do you need any other introduction? All right. Come on up.
Showcase time. Welcome. This is the beginning of the end of this hackathon. This showcase is being recorded and broadcast. Can I see a show of hands? Has anyone indicated in the Etherpad that they do not want their presentation to be recorded? All right, I don't see any show of hands. That means that everyone will be recorded. You get about 2 minutes. We have a link to the Etherpad, w.wiki-D-KT. And I would like to ask also the next presenter to be around. Brian is waiting for you. Please use the stairs. Don't jump or dive off the stage or on the stage. It's just safer. And I would like to invite for the first showcase presentation Angel or Angel or Shashwat or Kim. And the second one will be Brian, and we're going to skip Brian, and he's going to be last. And after that we have user Arkster or Korea. Good luck. Here I have your, let's see.
Cool.
There is the pad.
All right, so hi, I'm Kim Sarabia. I'm a software engineer with the Reader Web team at the foundation. I showed up on Friday with an idea, a simple tool for editors and contributors to flag outdated gender terms. I was actually expecting to work on it solo, but then I met two awesome and generous volunteers, the trio and Rocking Penny, and they ran with it. We ended up building something that was smarter and better than anything I could imagine. So I'll let them explain the rest, and I'll pull up the YouTube.
Yeah, so here's a quick demo of how this looks. Just a sec, let me see if I can get this full screen. I think the quality is a bit bad. Just a sec. Cool. I hope everyone see. So like Kim explained, like the idea was warning users wherever there's use of gendered language. For example, here the example we're showing is chairman instead of, let's say, chairperson. And obviously, like, not all of uses of chairman are incorrect. So there's some false positives. But the UI that we built, if we can go back, and I can pause on that. Yeah, so it says perhaps you meant to say chairperson and chairperson or chair unless, use chairperson or chair unless the title is official, and it gives you two buttons and one of them fixes. This is all in the visual editor, by the way. It shows up a tooltip and you can do that. You can fix it with the click of a button, and I'll open the second video. And this is like, demonstrating this. This is also, there are a lot of false positives. For example, here's the wiki article for gender neutral language, and it uses, let's say, husband and wife, and we recommend using spouse instead. But here, husband and wife are the correct terms because you don't want to say spouse and spouse. So like I said, so there's a few false positives because we tried to explore using machine learning to sort of determine the context of it and make better suggestions. But for the lack of time, we ended up going with building the UI and going with a more rule-based approach. But in the future, we could certainly expand upon using machine learning and sort of integrating this into the visual editor as well. Currently, this is a browser-based extension, and yeah, perhaps the visual editor, like using a gadget there, would be better. But yeah, that's that, and yeah.
Yeah, so this is just
your time is
Chrome
up, unfortunately.
Oh, sorry.
We're at 2.5 minutes already.
Okay. So can 10
Sorry,
seconds?
that's how it works. Take the stairs, please. Yeah. Thank you. Next presenter, please. Oops. Number. Oh shoot.
Yeah, I'm going later. I'm deep. Number 4, you can start queuing over here.
So yeah, quick statements 3.0 statistics page, and please prepare enhancing Wikidata quality.
Hello everyone, I'm Artur from Wikimedia Brazil. I'll show what was done in this hackathon. So we did a statistics page for quick statements 3.0. We're hoping to know how the tool is going, how it is growing, how many batches there are, how many edits there are. So there is a new statistics page that works globally for all the quick statements 3.0, and one per user that I will show in a minute. So this is the new statistics page on production. You can access right now. Cumulative number of batches, you can see the growth started after we officially announced Quick Statement 3 in a Wikidata lab. And here we have done and error comments per day. So you can just go with your mouse, see the day there, and see the number of done status and error status comments, and some all-time numbers like 1,400 batches, almost 1 million batch comments, 500,000 edits, 92 editors, 3,000 items created. And you can see statistics for your own users. So this is my statistics, number of batches, done and error comments per day, and the same counters, but just one editor because it's me. So hey, it's Arcster. Thank you.
Thank you. Make sure to use the stairs and not jump off the podium, please. I should lead by example. That's a first. Right. Zelf. Enhancing Wikidata quality through semantic network analysis and contradiction detection. Please. And the next presentation, please get ready. Improvements to tech contribs by Claude. Cool.
Okay, hello everyone, I'm Stefan, also known as Acreon Dev. So 3 months ago I was at an event of the Free Software Foundation in Europe there I met Emmanuel Engelhardt, the author of Kivix, and I told him about my project, my semantic network that is able to find inconsistencies in Wikidata. And he suggested that I should publish it and come to the hackathon. So I did this, gave it a cool name, Zelf, and published a proof of concept on zelf.org, and here I am. So I was surprised how easy it was to meet the right people here, and everyone was very open to my idea, to my project. And now we have a clear concept how to integrate Zelf into Wikidata. You see the main points here in the slide that I wasn't able to make it full screen, unfortunately. And I was coming here without even knowing anyone from Wikimedia, and I'm leaving with new collaborators and with a clear path how to integrate Zelf into Wikidata, and also I will set up a Wikidata project page to move forward. Also, thanks to everyone to making this such a clear, such a great experience. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please use the stairs. Yeah, thank you. Okay, our next presenter. Yeah, improvements to tech and trips. Who will that be? Oh, there you go.
All right, so hello everyone, I'm Claude, I'm a volunteer tool developer. A thing that occurred to me after last year's hackathon was that we developers use a lot of things. We use Gerrit, we use GitLab Fabricator, and there's no easy way to find out what you've been doing in all of those. And so the solution that I came up with, which I did after last year's hackathon and I've been improving this year, is a bird's eye view of all of our developer contributions to the Wikimedia movement. So this is Tech Contribs, and it uses your Wikimedia developer account. So for this example, I'm going to be using Tavi's and not mine, because I don't have that much contributions as him. So after we click on search, it's going to very quickly get some data from a lot of Wikimedia developer systems. And in this case, we could see a lot of information about his account. So this includes the groups that he's in inside of our LDAP system, the tools that he has access to. We've got all of the Cloud VPS projects that he's a member of, his code contributions to Gerrit, and this includes all of the groups that he has access to, so this is +2. And it also has some visualizations, so we have when was the first patch that he filed, when was the latest, a pie chart of whatever patches he owns, the ones that he uploads, so these are usually cherry picks or backport patches, and all of the patches that they've ever reviewed. And of course, a calendar and graph of the yearly contributions. This also exists for his Fabricator contributions, so this includes tasks. And aside from this, contributions from GitHub, but right now this is somewhat iffy. It was recently deployed. And finally, entries on the server admin logs, which is where most of our deployments, infrastructure changes are logged for reference by everyone. And right now, I'm still adding a lot more features, so GitLab isn't here yet, but hopefully that'll be there in the future. And this is a really great way to see how much impact you have within our developer ecosystem. And I hope that it'll be useful for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Lucas, you're next.
Hi, I'm Lucas. So there's this game called Redactyl where you have to guess a Wikipedia article, and I thought I could make a Wikidata version of that if I can use this Mac properly. So scrolling is in this direction. I'm going to cheat a little bit and use this link where it's a specific item that I know, so I know that it's slightly interesting. So after it loads for a few seconds, you get a Wikidata item where all the labels are redacted, and we have to start guessing. For instance, I'll just start with off, because it could be instance of, subclass of. Let's just guess a likely class such as human. Oh, it is a human. Who would have thought so? I'm just going to make a few more educated guesses, because we only have so much time. So this is, somewhere down there, there should be the native language. There should be occupation that is an author. So you can start guessing now what French author has a name that looks like this. Any ideas? I'll just start. Yes, Antoine is very good. And does anyone know the... Oh, wait, it's actually scrolled off to the side. Oops. I need to fix the layout. And I'll just enter the rest of the name. It is... oops. The author of The Little Prince. And there we go, we've won. We got a nice little dialogue. Have fun.
That was it. Thank you. I forgot to announce who was the next speaker. That would be Jorge Gimeta. Yes. Ah, you're here. There you go.
Hi.
And please line up
Okay.
Alberto Leoncia.
Okay. Hi, I am Jorge and Sid. That too. We worked on the Paulina tool, which is a Wikidata-based tool about cultural heritage. We were a group of like 7 people from Latin America and South Asia. We did quite some stuff. We improved the advanced search filter here. You can now search with some advanced filters, and also you can do, for example, you can get a list of different, for example, authors, female from Uruguay, and get a list. Also, we worked on a taxonomy for new filters. We worked also, as now we are a team, a group of people developing together. We work on the implementation of a staging environment. And also we translated Paulina into one more language, Ukrainian, thanks to the person who did that, and started in Azerbaijani. And we improved the design of some pages and completely about works and authors, and completely redesigned the country page. And we will show you how.
So I'll quickly talk about the author page. Now it is more organized. Basically, earlier it was a plain table, and now it has different sections. Prototype being prototype. Just give me a second. Let me quickly open the fab so I can show the image. Yeah, here are the so this is how the improved author page looks now. You have a work section, you have a biography. Similar to that, you can find all their work like in this card style, and then this is an individual work piece now in improved design, and these are all the country pages now with a better categorization. So yeah.
Thank you. So next presenter, please. Let me make life easier for Mike. Oopsie. There you go.
So, hi everyone. My little side thing I did here these days is about Translate Week with Django, because as you know, who work with Django, Django only accepts translation using getText. Is a format that is not very well to work with, because every time that you change a word in the code, it breaks all the translations on Translate Week, so it's not recommended to work with it anymore. And JSON usually is the standard of translations. So I made a little script to explain users on Translate Week of how to make the conversion. The script works like automatically when you update the code. It just do all the side code of collect all the translations and convert to JSON and synchronize the code back and forth. So this will be is in my user page right now, but we're going to move this to the help pages of Translate Week to whoever works with that. And let me see if I can show. I made in these days, I used that in kick statements that was on in English. So in the coming days, we are going to localize kick statements to work in more languages besides English. So that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Dreamy or Jazz.
Yep.
And please get ready, Max Griesbaum.
Hi there, so I'm William, my username is Dreamy Jazz, Max confusing me. So this year I continued doing what I did in the Wikimedia Hackathon, which was improving maintenance script coverage in core. So here's some slides I've got just to show you so it's a bit easier to see. So before the ticket, it's 5% test coverage, now it's up to 30%. This is the changes here made. I found several bugs and regressions in several scripts, so I think it was useful. Yeah. I don't see a button. It's not. Oh, well, there we go. Okay, that's maybe a bit clearer now, but yeah. Anyway, that's all I've got to say, so thank you.
Thanks, mate. That's a good one. Yeah, Max, you're next. There you go. Please get ready. Hallie, the Protonade Punitnik for the presentation after Max. I skipped you. Oh, sorry, Simon, then you're first.
I totally got distracted last 2 days and didn't do what I originally wanted to do, of course. But one nice thing that got deployed to Como, this game that I've been working on way too long now, aside from other things, was the improvement on telling users what exactly they're meant to do when they want to create a new game. And that's, I think, quite easy now. For example, if you went through the formula to actually create like everything, like the description, everything else, it now suggests you when you need to upload your new table, what exactly the table header names should be. So at least I hope that makes it a bit more easy to get into. It's still a bit beta and does break at some parts. And the Android patch I created on the first day is not in production, so you can't log in, but the web version does work mostly. So please feel free to try it out and see if you can break it as fast as I can, but would be, yeah, have fun.
Thank you. Simon, you're next.
Thank you. Well, I, together with and Sanders, was working on Visual Editor, more specifically a behavior when editing tables that, like, newly created rows always lose the vertical and text alignment, so it's hard to work. Sorry, why does the Visual Editor not come up? And we changed that in the way that when you create a new row, the alignment is copied from the row just above. So the first row column is aligned to the left, so when I start typing now, this gets left alignment and the other ones get right alignment. Similarly, also it works for like vertical alignment. You see this one is like aligned to the middle vertically, and when you create a row below, not only like the center alignment for the text is copied, but also the vertical alignment is copied from above, and it also works, of course, for top alignment and bottom alignment and right and left and center. Ed reviewed my patches, and they are already merged to the master branch. Thank you.
Our next presenters would be Hallie. Yeah, that's you three. Please come up to the stage. Please get ready. W. Fan, your presentation on Growth Book for Internal Tester is next.
All right. So I'm really just here to be a hype man. The project that these guys made amazing progress on was recreating our API sandbox using Codex. So we recently released a Swagger version that had some issues both with licensing and with translation, and those problems won't exist anymore. So take it away.
So hello everyone. We basically were given a JSON object of OpenAPI spec, and we figured out to parse it. It was a very difficult thing, but we could do it. And after parsing, we could render it. Like we rendered it using Codex component. So the basic idea was to get the migrate it from Swagger API to thing which is under Wikimedia ecosystem, that is Codex. Yeah, so my friend will give the debut.
Yeah, so we got it deployed on ToolForge as well. We have the repository on GitLab for this version of the tool, although I think Hallie mentioned we need it on special pages or something of that sort, which we weren't sure how to implement. So yeah, you have the route here, the endpoint here, and all of the parameters. So if I go ahead and click on try it and say, let's give a title, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and execute that. Gives me the response, which is a bit off, but then it works. You get the response here, and you have all of the response details as well, like all the response codes and what to expect. So yeah, that's what we did during the hackathon. Thank you all.
Thank you. We have a request from the video production team. If you are a presenter, please keep looking at the computer screen and not at the screen that the projector points to, because then the video stream won't show your face, obviously. Our next presenter was WFAN. Yeah.
Thank you.
And please get ready, Jay Prakash.
So as I mentioned during our pitch, to solve the pain point for internal tester that is rely on the dev to deploy the new feature to production, and also might affected our real donor for our like a payment case, or to other real tester, real user. So the growth book will be a good one to help us to release new feature safer and faster without a downtime. So this is a quick demo for what do we have. I just used the payment wiki for this, and we can starting from this. So you can see there's a two feature here. One is sign button color, and the other one is with explanation. So here we will use the with explanation to show if the ACH payment will have explanation, or we want to highlight the sign in your bank with color red. And then here's the, if I toggle that one from the feature flag platform, you will see the result reflect immediately. And then this will be a benefit for our internal user to test it by themselves without any downtime. And also thanks for our production team, that a product team, they were working on the self-serve. So in the future, it's you guys might see from the MediaWiki core that everyone can use this feature flagging tool. And then the next step with connection to the real data. And then from the real data, we will see the reflection of the feature flag for the A/B testing and for the user behavior. And that's it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Our next presenter is Jay Prakash. And Amir, get ready.
Hi everyone. So I worked on the montage tool. I have rewrote their front end just last year, but there were so many issues in the back end. The major one was the cores. So because of we didn't have the support to cores in the back end, so we had to build the front end and put the static build into the directory. So what I did is that I added the core support in the back end so that we can have the Vue.js hot reloading thing. And there were so many bugs after rewrite. So I have fixed, for example, the disqualifying the jury coordinator, this kind of thing, fixing messages, icons, and then the putting shorting methods so that newly created votings should become up. and improving some Docker files as well. So mostly nothing to show here, but just like this repo. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Amir, you're next, and please get ready, Mark Hirschberger and Bernhard Krabiner.
Can I use the 20-second I got from the pitch session, or? We'll see.
You get 2 minutes, and I'm sure you can do it.
Okay, first of all, I have done 3 different things, completely different, so we'll see how that goes. So first one, if I can show it to you. Okay, first is that we have 8,000 open deletion requests in Commons, and it's really hard to find them. There's like just a massive list and so on. So what I did is, how can I scroll here? Yes, you can select tag, it guesses tags and so on, and you can go through the ones that you know. For example, you can search for a country, like Irish FOP cases, and find them and then just clean them. Anything that you can contribute. Sorry? Okay, yeah, I should take a look. That's the first one. The second one is something that help with monitoring external links added. How can I zoom out this thing? I do not know how I can zoom out this thing, but it has like a leaderboard. It shows you, for example, how many people have added links and like who added the most links and which wikis have been added, and you can filter based on domain, wiki, user, whatever you want. It uses event stream. It's pretty nice, but it is test data right now. And the third one is that redesign of special pages. If you have used that tool, you might have seen it. It's not really great. And thanks to Derek, who actually redesigned it, now it looks like a table that you can actually see, and then you can search for it like whatever, and then mix it like anything. And then yeah, that's the plan is for the later to just get it deployed, clean the code, add description, etc., etc. Yeah, that's it. I can maybe just stand here for the next 20 seconds.
Thank you, Amir. Next are Bernhard and Mark. What would this be about?
I'm Mark Hirschberger. I am the president of the MediaWiki stakeholders, and I had a chance to meet a couple of MediaWiki people who run wikis. And I just want to let you all know that we would welcome to meet any more of you who run your own wikis, and it would be great to see you at the conference in 2 weeks that we have in Sandusky, Ohio. But I will let Bernard talk about that.
Oh yeah. Well, it might be a close call to Sandusky, Ohio, but it will also be streamed, so you can also watch online. And the next European conference is going to be from October 28 to 30 in Hanover in Germany. So we all hope to see many MediaWiki developers and users there. We also meet once a month, each first Friday, very informally online. So just check us out, and let's stay in touch. Thank you.
The website is mwstake.org.
Thank you. Next we have Carla and Tiago.
Hola, buenas tardes, boa tarde, good afternoon. So I'm Tiago, this is Nat and Carla. We had a great session this morning. It's all about the prospects of hackathons in the wiki space in Latin America. We had about 20 people joining. We had a session in Spanish and Portuguese. I think that was perhaps the only non-English session in the hackathon, or one of few. It was very good. We are forming like a community, building capacity, and heading towards interesting things in the future, I guess.
Yes, we want to invite you, if anyone else missed the session and they still want to join our discussion. We left the link in a Telegram group, and we want it to be much more than a Telegram group. We will continue organizing things.
Yeah, one thing we all agree on is to do a Wikimedia a hackathon on Latin America, like a satellite event, and we already have an organizing team. So let's hope we can make it. Yes, thank you.
Great stuff. I'm sorry I forgot to announce the next speakers, but they have already arrived. After this presentation, we have Martin to present on the community configuration and abuse filter.
Hey everyone, so we are here to present Springboard, which is an extension we built which lets you install and uninstall extensions or skins within your wiki using a GUI. So it's built as a special page, and we built the UI using Codex, and it also handles automatic DB updates. So when you install your extension, if you specify in a YAML that you need a DB update post installation, it can do that, and also Composer installation as well. And
look at the screen, it shows the same thing as that.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And your face is on camera.
Got it. And this is basically the UI, and we have columns like extension name, commit, branch, and action. And this validates your current installations and also shows whether you need to disable them or not. And we don't mess with local settings at all, so it's going to be a separate PHP file which will load your extensions and skins. And post that, you might be wondering why we have commit when we have branch. So this is how our YML file looks like. You can create your own YML file, or we'll have recommended revisions for each version of MediaWiki. It's in beta now. We are planning to integrate description also, fetching description from Wikidata so that we have appropriate translations. That's also there. We haven't pushed it yet. So here, if you look at the commit, so for each version of an extension, you can find the stable commit and you can use within your wiki. This extension is currently recommended for mostly wikis which rely on a specific set of extensions or skins. So again, it can be extended. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Martin. And after Martin, we have Levi on the One Ring.
Hello, my name is Martin, and I worked on connecting two things that already exist in MediaWiki, which is community configuration, which allows administrators to customize how MediaWiki behaves, and the new interface for spam blacklist that Amir created at the hackathon 2 years ago. And I'm adding it into community configuration rooms, so it's easier to discover for people that this exists, that they have the ability to modify this, because otherwise you would need to navigate to the table manually, and that's not so easy to do. So this is what I did. The patches are technically working, but they can't be merged yet because of some issues that I'm working on resolving. But yeah, this is what I did.
Thank you. Our next presentation was withdrawn. Tavi, you are next. And after Tavi, we have Pintoch and Pintoch on onboarding a user in edit groups.
Yeah, so the thing I'm working on is library upgrader, which you may know creates a lot of Gerrit patches. So there's two things with it with James. One is that it will know if there's an old patch that was pushed to Gerrit but didn't merge for some reason, and then there's new things to merge. To update, it will update that patch that Gerrit seems to be really slow. There we go. So for example, here I have patch that was, or Gerrit, we have a patch that was originally submitted in early last year, and it failed in CI for some reason, and then there were new things to update, so Gerrit pushed a new branch with the new updates, and then that was merged successfully. And the other thing is that we fixed a few issues with creating the updates in the first place. So before this hackathon, there were 600 repos where libup couldn't run for some reason. Now there are 50, so more upgrades for everyone. Cool.
Thank you, Tavi. That was you, Antonin. I totally didn't know your nickname.
Oh. Hi, I'm Pintar. Antonin is my first name, and this is Axter. And we want to tell you about the Edit Groups tool, which is a tool that helps you undo batches of edits on Wikidata or Commons. And I've been struggling with maintaining this tool for the past few years. So I had put a banner at the top saying that the tool was unstable and that a new maintainer was wished. And Angster very kindly offered to help, and we used this opportunity of the hackathon to do this onboarding. And we also cleaned up a few problems in the tool, technical debt, that maybe you could also talk about.
So we did some pair programming, and this is a GIF we made. This is the official ceremony of maintenance transfership. So congratulations. And we did a lot of work in the repo, like to clean things up, and we set up a continuous deployment for edit groups. Edit groups-commons is not working yet. And then we cleared the things up, fixed some commits that were in the tool forge but were in the repo, and unblocked some stones in the way so we can start to make more improvements.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next presenter would be David Chan and Ilias. Let me close some windows here.
And this is David, and we want to discuss about the following scenario. So as a new editor on Wikipedia, I'm super excited. I want to go, I make a bunch of edits and they get reverted and I do not have any context about it. So what we want to do is that we want to integrate edit checks inside the visual editor and give context to the new editors on why something is not being reverted, focusing on detecting the policies, the specific ones, and surfacing these to the users. So this is the demo that we have. Although it's a video, I can reassure you that it's not AI generated. So we do have a patch that you can test it out. It's using, it's deployed locally with MediaWiki, and it's using an LLM served locally with OLAMA. So it's basically serving back JSON response to the visual editor. And here you can see some examples of the policies that are being detected. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have H. Nordine, or Haley. And please get ready. There is no presenter for new Q5. Oh, that would be Vera, okay.
Maybe I can, oh, okay. I'll just show the desktop version. Okay, well, the link is in the Etherpad if you want to try it out on your phone. It looks better on a phone. This is Common Swipe. I'm sure I'm not the first person to try making a more swipeable version of going through Commons photos, but I was looking for a straightforward concept to try out AI-assisted coding. Because I'm not a developer, I have a lot of respect after trying this. So this is inspired by the Android Commons Explore tab, Android Commons app Explore tab, and a conversation with Jo, who said she likes to look at the dog category when she's feeling sad. So this is a good way to just go see some cute dogs. Or cats. I prioritize those two categories at the top because I think we all need those in our life. So thank you so much, Elliot, for helping me get set up. And future editions could be like letting you add your own categories that you want here, letting you like upvote or downvote photos that you really liked. Maybe they get prioritized for other people. Thanks.
Thank you. Vera, yeah, use the stairs, it's safer.
Okay. Hi, are there fans of New Q5 in the room? No. Whoop, whoop, whoop. New Q5 is a web form that allows you to update or create items in Wikidata about a person. And since its inception, it has had the qualifier that it doesn't work. One of the things it does is that if you put in a name in the input field for the person, the name of a person, like my own, it then tries to break it down to its constituent parts and guess the Q items for a person's given name or names and their family name. And from its inception, it didn't work with my very own name because it's very Dutch. And now it does. If I find this, the way it works is that if you hit OK, it creates a quick statement which you then have to import. And as you can see here, it has found this peculiar Dutch surname that has a tussenvoegsel. Yay. Yeah, do try it. It has some tricks up its sleeves. Like if you put in a date of death and the age of a person, it calculates the approximate date of birth. And a hidden feature is that if you cite a news article here and say that last Friday somebody passed away, it then calculates what date that was based on the date of publication of the news article. So, thank you.
Thank you, Vera. And then we have Derek. Here you go.
Hi.
After Derek, we have, oh my God, I was browsing. Dan, wonderful.
All right. There we go. Okay, so I set out to try to make some design decisions around div styling, trying to make it a bit more consistent, a bit more maybe familiar to common patterns and a bit more unified. Thank you to Bartosz, Ed, and David on the wet editing team for helping, and obrigado Waldir for helping as well, give us some feedback. We had a lot of conversations around color blindness, something that I also personally experience, and how to just generally improve this. So currently this is what the visual diffs look like. This is what Wikitext inline looks like, and Wikitext looks like. So you see blue, yellow, red, green, and the proposal that we landed on, so this is the current, was making everything red and green. So visual kind of stays generally the same. I learned that there's also a different style for a link that has been changed. So maybe that is blue. And this is the current of Wikitext inline. This could maybe be the unified version using red and green again, including the legend, using a strike through as well. And this is the current of Wikitext, and so this would be the unified version of that. So using the same styles, same colors all around. This would come, of course, with a lot of documentation around why we're doing this, how we got to here, talk about the questions that people might already have and try to answer those ahead of time. Maybe in the future we could look at even simplifying some of the styles even more, specifically in the Wikitext, to get rid of a lot of the different colors and shades on the page. You can also see a dark mode version of this as well. So looking to hopefully make some new design tokens and try to implement this soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Dan, the floor is yours. And after Dan, we have Yuk.
Okay, so at Wikimania last summer, I spoke with a lot of people about the problem of having a backlog as a Wikimedian of files you want to upload to Wikimedia Commons. And then I started thinking on some logic to create a gadget or a user script, which I did throughout the year. And then now we came here to make this logic to suggest basically a category and a depict statement for users when uploading. We made an API for that, and now you can access the API. If you give it location information of the photo, it will help you suggest categories and depict statements. And there's actually a demo. So here in the URL in the API, you add the location, and it will, oh, this looks very different on my computer, get all kinds of categories and depict statements that are might be relevant to your photo. And the idea of this is to help people building gadgets and tools to make it easier for the user then to upload and fill in the right metadata and make the barrier to entry when uploading lower, and to help us upload more. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, please. And please get ready for the presentation after this, Jinai and Ranjit.
Is it working? Network. Maybe that will come back. So we've been working on Lingua Libre, which is an audio recording tool for Wikimedia for over a year to revamp it. Recently, we put it on Toolforge 1 month ago, and at this hackathon, Pushkar, which is now the lead developer, I've been fixing some issues.
Yeah. So we have worked over various issues over Lingua Libre, and now it's pretty stable for people to use. And you can use Lingua Libre to create your audios, and we will be embedding it soon to our main static website so that it can be used in production by everyone. I think the video isn't working. So
yeah. So, but we have to log in. Okay, so okay, so this is a website, the web apps. Maybe we can slow. Yeah. So this is Lingua Libre. We have a new interface. It's completely revamped with Django, and when we select a language, we go to we test the microphone. Then we have a list of words, and what we did this hackathon is also to connect with Wikidata Lexem. So now we have a tool which creates list of words, like we make, oops. So I query Wikidata Lexem for all the words starting with chat, which is cat in France. And so we have the list of words. We can start to record them here. And I can record them, yeah. Chaton, chatoyer, chatouiller, etc. And then upload them on command. So that's working, but on alpha. Thank you.
Thank you. Were you next? Cool. I didn't get what went wrong on the screen, but I assume it might have been something with a password. Please rotate it. Yeah.
I'm Jinay. So this is a tool to visualize the live editing on the Wikidata. So we have a lot of tools to see the recent changes on the tabular format. So I created like a tool during the Wikidata birthday celebration last year for visualizing the live edit. So during this hackathon, we updated, I and Renjitharan has updated some cool features like adding the pop-up window. So previously it was showing like just a point only. So if you move the point, you can see the edit that has been made. So right now the tool, we updated some of the features, like it will automatically move into the, if you knew edit has been happened. So based on the coordinate location that is added on the Wikidata, automatically the pop-up window will appear and it will show the information. And also we added the features to show whether the edit is a good edit or a bad edit based on the Wikimedia Streams API and also the RES, like the prediction methods. So if the edit is a good one, it will show the green color. If the edit is not a good edit, it will show the yellow, red, all those colors. So the future plans are to do the patrolling options using this tool. So if you organize some events in a particular location, if people are editing on those things, the edit is not a good edit, you can see the color information and you can see patrol those edits directly from this tool. So that's a planned feature. So thank you.
Thank you. Katie, you're next. Here you go. After Katie, we have the translate tagger, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I'm Katie. I'm working with the foundation on the new chart extension, and it works with like tabular data pages on Commons. And I'm finding like they're not like that easy to like create or work with. They're like raw JSON. So like the idea is there could be like tools to help with that. And especially as a developer, I just want more examples like of different types of charts. So it's just like, let me see. Like, I don't have it on the ToolForge yet. Sorry. Yeah, it's like this. So like you can, this uses like the World Bank API for like global indicators. It's like one example. There could be more sources, but choose like a single year, like a bunch of countries and 2 indicators, and you can get the type of data that would be good for like a scatter plot, and then it will format in the tabular data like way. So then it's right now you can copy paste it into the wiki, and then use it to create a chart. Yeah. Yeah, I mean you can look at the task and see some screenshots. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like this. Like, so it's a much easier way to put this together. This one is for a line chart, so it's like one indicator, like multiple years, and then multiple countries. So it's like way easier to get realistic data that like would be on a chart. Like, so like I'll put it on the ToolForge and see how it can be improved. But yeah, that's all.
Thank you, Katie. And next in line would be CampWiz next.
Okay, so myself Vasant, a quick show of hands. How many of you here in the room has previously added translate tags over the wiki text, in the wiki pages? Many of you. So before, it used to take hours of work for us to find and add the translate tags in the right place. So with that problem statement, we have created a tool called Translate Tagger, where we capture the wiki text, copy the item, put it in the tool, and it does all the magic for you. Here you go. On click of few buttons, it will add the translate text in all the places, including tables, lists, hyperlinks, and many more, like templates and stuff. Now, in this hackathon, we took a feedback from the users, and thanks to Veera for providing tons of feedback, and yeah, to help us tool get better. In this hackathon, we also made this tool available as a gadget, where you can go install this gadget over the preferences in MediaWiki.org, where you can see this button called Translate Tagger on the screen, where it does all the magic for you and adds the translate tags in the right places. So yeah, thank you.
Very nice, thank you. Yeah, so now we have CampWiz, and after CampWiz we have Ed Sanders.
Okay. So hello everyone, I am Nakib Shakar and this is my friend Rukaya Islam Tunni. So last year we created a new tool for Commons jury evaluation that is called Next CampWiz. Sorry, that tool was for Wikipedia article evaluation, but this year we extended that and we created a new tool for jury evaluation purposes of Commons submissions like audio, video, and images. And that was previously selected for Coolest Tool Award in Honorable Mention category. So now it is already available at campwiz.wikilearnsfolklore.org, and it is currently used by Wikilearns Folklore in 2025 and international team, and we are welcoming any kind of contribution. And so the GitHub link is also here. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Ed, the floor is yours. And after that we have Waldir, I think, right?
Hello. Yeah. Oh, I got the spinning reach ball. Uh-oh. Macs don't like me.
Tech support.
Thanks, Subrint. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
The Finder doesn't even want to. That was your 2 minutes, Ed.
All right, thank you. Good night.
It's a Mac. What can you do?
It just works. All right, I've got 3 seconds left. Let's go.
We're pretty good
Like
on
33 or
time.
something. Cool. So I've mostly been helping other people and taking credit for their work, but at some point I did have to give a presentation, and we wanted to link to these slides, to this page, and I was like, well, we have this URL shortener, right? And it gives you a nice, oh, it failed. God damn it. Anyway, it pops up and it shows you a short URL, but that's all it shows you. And I was like, well, I also need a QR code, right? Because people are going to be on their phones and they want to scan that. And I think a year ago, Leon added the QR code to the, thank you, to the URL shortener. So there's a download QR code button as well, but you have to you have to go to the other tool and click here, and then it downloads an SVG to your to your downloads folder. That's not very helpful. So hopefully this one works. Yay! So you get the QR code. Happy days.
Awesome. Thank you. Next we have Waldir. Please don't vandalize the Etherpad. Please stop doing that.
Okay, so hi everyone. As I'm sure most, or at least many of you know, there was a blackout recently in Portugal and Spain. And during that blackout, I finally finished reading a book that I had started like 2 years ago. So, please, I wanted to add the information in Inventaire, so I had to add the book to Wikidata. So this reminded me of something that I've been thinking about for a long time, and many other people had also wanted, which is a way to add books to Wikidata without having all that manual work of creating the item for the author and the work and the edition and all of those fields. So you might know Cradle already exists, but it's still a bit inconvenient because you have to do one for each of those items, and you have to connect them together. So I was trying to show it here. Sorry. Anyway, you know Cradle. It's basically a web form, but it only creates one item at a time. Maybe I'll come back to this tab if it's finished. Oh my God, if it finishes loading. Anyway, this is what I came up with, and thanks to Arthur also, who helped me not only set up an unconference session with many of you who also gave very interesting ideas about how to model the data, and I'm running out of time, so I'll just demo it quickly. Anyway, something here. It's supposed to autocomplete, so this is not done. This is just to demonstrate how it would work. Sorry, just a year. Something like that, and everything is, the rest is optional. The idea is to add more fields in the future, but something very lightweight, not very heavyweight. And for now, it just creates quick statements, and this was inspired precisely by new Q5, but in the future, the idea is to use OAuth, thanks also to Lucas, who did lots of work recently to allow client-side applications to do edits via OAuth. I didn't have time to do that, but that's the plan in the future. So you copy this to clipboard, and then you go to quick statements. And one thing I wanted to show here is that it's not possible yet, but in the future, you'll be able to connect items, not just refer to the last one, but also to the previous one, and connect items together when using quick statements 3. It's in planning stages. This is not a promise, but Arthur said it's in planning stage. So this is what I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Waldir. Next we have Kevin and Jenny. There you go. Please use the stairs.
Thank you for saying that. I was not going to use the stairs.
And after Kevin and Jenny, we have Elliot and Daniel, I think, or maybe I skipped one, but we'll see.
Where's the news? Okay. So years ago, I developed a script called Sight Unseen, which injects icons into Wikipedia articles to denote the nature of the source. So it would describe if a source is like a news article or a government source or coming from an advocacy group. Allow pasting. Oh, interesting. That's useful. Allow pasting. Beautiful, thank you. I would not have caught that. So you can see here these little icons injected. They represent like news articles, blogs, opinion pieces, etc. For this hackathon, I created a little dashboard of counts that gets injected above the references header. So it says how many of each type of source, and you can also filter. So if you want to see which ones are the opinion pieces, you can click on that, and it will filter those references down. You can say, I just want to see the government sources, etc. So that just kind of lets you filter down and analyze the sources in an article.
Other small things we worked on. Years ago, Andrew Lee made a WikiList tool that you can put in names of Wikipedia articles, and it will generate a spreadsheet of Wikidata information. One of the limitations is that it's all formula-based, so as soon as you open a spreadsheet, it hammers the Wikimedia APIs with like 100 concurrent requests, which I'm sorry to the SREs. So I made a V2 that basically, it's a script that you can run in batch, so you can just click run. It'll do the pools instead of having it regenerate the spreadsheet every time you change something. So it gives you, the name of people. Can't really scroll on this, but it's fine. Images, etc. And then one of the problem statements we had at the beginning of the conference I mentioned is that for wiki portraits, we take pictures of people. A lot of those people don't have Wikidata items, so we want easy ways to create those. Thank you, Antonin, for giving us an introduction to OpenRefine. We also explored quick statements and Cradle. And then we also created our own kind of spreadsheet for entering in names and basic metadata. We have our own little reconciliation that happens and creating quick statements in Google Sheets. And then finally, Jenny created...
We finally have a Wikipedia page for reliable sources, perennial sources, because it was driving us crazy that the world didn't understand how that worked. And there's been enough media coverage, and now the world and the LLMs can understand how we determine if something is reliable or not reliable and all the history of it.
Thank you very much. And now it is a man with a very hard to pronounce name. It's Ranjit Chiji. Yeah. Just about. Yeah. It's theirs.
Okay. Yeah, my name is Ranjit Siji, and I started working on the Wikisource review tool, but it's a big tool. It is impossible to complete in 3 days and present here. So I uploaded another small tool that I created when we start writing a Wikimania proposal in India. In the proposal, we actually using a whole lot of multiple image templates like this one. Everybody know 175 wikis exist this template, but very less people are using this. So I started create a tool to generate that thing. Here you can search for images. Yeah, it will give you images. You can select images and go. Oh, a lot of images. Yeah, here is the template options. You can play with all the template options which is available. Yeah, like you can select color for background or header or a lot of things. Vertical, horizontal, left, right, lot of variables and options here. So at the bottom, you can generate the template. Okay, it will give you the template output and copy and paste. Yeah, just try this thing. Sorry, I didn't host it in ToolForge. It is coming soon. So this is a temporary hosting space, but yeah, it will be coming soon, and you all can try. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now it's Elliot and Daniel, and after that we have Derek.
Great, thank you. Cool. That looks like it's a little small, actually. That looks good. Okay, hey, I'm Elliot. This is Daniel. We wanted to consider what sort of real-time features would make sense for Wikipedia, specifically on the homepage. So we were imagining different cells that would exist on the homepage. Of course, you're familiar with today's featured article and today's featured picture, but if you scroll down, you'll see a new page or a new cell, which is on the left next to the news cell. So we're scrolling down, and now you should see it emerging. It says trending, and there's some tabs at the top. So what this is it is a real-time feature. It is considering different interactions that are happening on Wikipedia, and it is ranking them based on those interactions. We tried to run that algorithm in a way which would account for bot traffic and only really show things you wanted to see. One thing we were interested in was the distinction between something we're calling depths and all. Depth, of course, so shout out to depths of Wikipedia. And the distinction here is that if you go to all, what we're looking at is the true top count of things that are being interacted with at Wikipedia. Yeah. And that's great. But the feeling we had is that maybe that will sometimes overlap with the news since, okay, great. Yep. So we really just wanted to say what would happen if things that were not interacted with much, what?
That shows the same and then you're on camera.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we just wanted to consider like what sort of things that were not being interacted with much would be surfaced, which is what depth shows. So that's what we were working on. Thanks for listening.
Sorry about that. And please use the stairs if you walk off the stage. Next is Derek. Is Derek inbound? Yeah, yeah. And after Derek, we have... Here you go.
Hello, everybody. Recently, we migrated Wikitech, which is a technical documentation wiki, to an SQL wiki, meaning it's public. You can use your single account to log in. And there was a problem where users that already had a local page on the Wikitech that gets deleted when they get migrated to the SQL wiki. Oh, it's not loading. So there is a redirect problem to the target because when the page gets deleted locally on the SQL wiki, it sees it as a broken redirect because the page is no longer in the database inside the local wiki. But we do have something called global user pages. You may know that, where it reads content from a global user page on Meta and then shows you that on your local wiki. So I had a fix for that. Bartosz messed the fix and Timo already deployed that. So if you have your local page on a public wiki that should get content from the global user page that has been deleted, then the redirect should work properly and everything should be fine. And that's live. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Derek. Now we have Manavpreet. And once Manavpreet is done, we have next Valerio and Maliako.
Hi everyone, just a disclaimer, there's no update on any tasks as of now, but this is something which we want to do. This is something that we have started here, and we need your support to continue this work. So gender gap is quite evident in all Wikimedia spaces, even here, and this is something that actually made us discuss the need to actually do some sort of outreach initiatives to bring more women into tech spaces, and that's why your insights in terms of the participation challenges, the kind of support which is available, and who is actually willing to support this initiative is much appreciated. So we have drafted a few questions that we are going to ask some of you who are willing to meet us and talk about gender gap with us, so that actually we can use those insights to design how we want to run the outreach campaign and bring more women into the tech spaces. And right now, this repository of information on who's working on which kind of expertise and can help support is a manual work that we are doing. So if you have any kind of tech support to offer where we can speed up this work or probably can do this more easily and non-manual way, will be hugely appreciated. Thank you so much.
Fabricator is now forged, and yes, we fixed some things, like for example, thanks to Claude, who reported that if you use the API to download comments from Fabricator, unfortunately, nobody knows really how to do it. So now there is some documentation automatically generated. Wow, it's incredible. After that, also the same user reported that if you follow the documentation and you try it, it doesn't work really. So we fixed yes. another thing, if you have Fabricator and a project, and a sub-project, and a sub-sub-project, and a milestone somewhere, and by the way, you decide today to delete this sub-project, and there is this command line tool that says that something can will not be good for you. And now, at least, we simplified a lot of things. Your family is not destroyed anymore, so it works as expected, and or maybe not. By the way, follow the documentation, try the tests, it works. And also, we have found some dead code from the task reporter. If you don't know what it is, click this link. It's amazing, but we saved one CPU cycle in this page by removing 1 billion lines of dead code. So, yes. Also, new pre-connect HTTP header for web performance teams. We introduced it, so you will be able to visit Fabricator 1 second, no, 1 microsecond faster. Incredible. Calendar, if you import an ECS event, now you are recognized in your own event. So you are not anymore without events, but you are recognized in your own events if you are imported in that event. And some very weird SQL queries were fixed, and more and more. And so thank you so much.
Thank you. I had Olea. Am I? Olea is me. Yeah, exactly. I think you have to wait one more. It's VeloRail is you, right? Yeah. One more.
Okay. This is a Macintosh. Oh my God, how it works.
And video production still requests you to look at the laptop screen and not at the main projection screen. They show the same thing, but not your face if you look at that screen.
Yeah. Where we are? Don't count. Okay, I'm Ismael Olea. I proposed a Wikibase call for action, thinking, helping on the productization of Wikibase. This is the call. The results have been a little bit modest, but well, I think it deserves some recognition. We have been able of making a mapping of extensions, the wiki extension, the Wikibase extension, to have a real understanding of what is available, because reasons, and this is helping a lot. Probably the most beautiful result is we have agreed in what can be Wikibase bootstrap properties set that we believe the most Wikibase instances should have just at the beginning as a first step for getting used to this, or adding ontologies, to play with Wikibase as it deserves. This has been done thanks to people like Claire, like Tuca, like Lauren, and the contribution of the Wikibase development people. Thank you very much. Y si hay españoles por aquí, quiero hablar con vosotros. Hasta luego.
And then we have the VeloRail project now. And after this, we have Jonathan and Philippe.
Hi, we've been talking about planning your vacation. So we assume that you might have done that using Wikidata. So here, for instance, is your hot springs in Tuscany. And then you want to know where that is. So you use our new multi-planning tool, VeloRail, which gives you a search. There you type the place where you want to go to. So this would be Saturnia, and then it gives you different options. How can I go there? So the first option we'd like to select is a bike. Then you get the map where that is. And last but not least, you really want to go there. Now we have to wait for the And enjoy.
After this presentation, we have Mate.
Okay, hi. So I'm Philippe. We developed a vector database on top of Wikidata's data to semantically search for Wikidata items with natural language. Okay, so let's jump right into the YouTube video. Hopefully no ads. Okay. So you can, it doesn't show, but you can. Huh? Okay, so you can find the demo under, what is it? Anyway, okay, so it's under ToolForge WD minus vector DB. And we also have a Wikidata page, which is embedding project. And yeah, if you want to test it out, feel free to reach out to me. Okay, it's going very fast. But yeah, you can find my contact here, Philippe Saade, or in the project page, embedding project. And we also have an API documentation, which I will open right now. So you can integrate the project into your project. You can find, can search for Wikidata items or properties. And yeah, so if you want to test it out, feel free to reach out to me. I'll provide you with the API key. You paste it in here and click enter. And yeah, that's how you use it. So you can search for items like this. So what is the meaning of life? You can find an item, Wikidata item, meaning of life that tries to answer your question. Yeah. So quickly, another example. What is the population of Istanbul? Yeah, so you find Istanbul because in Istanbul you have population which has your answer. And yeah, if you want to try it, feel free to reach out. And we would love to get your feedback. And if you want to fill out the survey, and yes, thank you so much.
And once Mate is done, we have Mr. Davis, Brian Davis.
Hello. So in this hackathon, I was working to add support for testing Vue.js components via QUnit. As you probably know, we have had Vue.js components in MediaWiki and its extensions for some time. And normally we test these through a library known as Jest. It works pretty well. So why would you want to use QUnit sometimes in the first place? Well, Jest works great usually, except when it doesn't. And then you have to do things like this, or you have to do things like this. And if you ever find yourself thinking, gee, I wish I could just run my tests in a real browser and just not have to resort to crazy solutions like that, well, you can actually do that. So yeah, now there are 2 patches that allow you to write QUnit tests for components that don't really lend themselves well to the current method of testing. You can do that in extensions, or you can do it in core. Just run it like any other QUnit test, and it's there. That's it. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Levi. I am working for the Foundation Developer Experience team. And since we love forging things, I decided to forge the one ring to rule you all. Oh no, not you, I think everybody, every tool. But let's take a look on what I managed to do. So the One Ring. So the One Ring, it says, what is this? It's basically a prototype of a workflow engine that is integrated with MediaWiki. That basically allows the user to create any, to use any curated triggers or actions interfacing with MediaWiki without writing any code. So imagine I have a wiki and somebody keeps writing lorem ipsum on my wiki for some reason. Thank you, Jeremy, for that. So let's take a look on what that could look like. Oh, why is that? Requesting permission for that.
Doesn't have access.
Oh, they should have access. So just give me a second. I'll try to fix this very quickly. Sorry for this, but I hope it works. So this should be working now. Okay, let's see if that works now. Let me just refresh the page. There we go. So I go to this web interface. So this is my patch demo wiki. You see somebody keeps writing lorem ipsum on it. So I go to this URL. I just select a patch demo wiki and listen to the recent events that are happening on the wiki. And then I basically want to know who are the users who are doing that all the time. So I can loop and iterate on those things. So once I have my results, I can go ahead and say for each one of those recent changes, I want to do a condition. So once I do that condition, I can basically select a condition like for any text changes that contains this value, lorem ipsum. I want to add on a spreadsheet the username and the time that it happened. And then voila, I know who are the users who are doing that. So I'm connecting my spreadsheet now. As you can see, takes a little few seconds because it's in my local environment. So there we go. I'm selecting what I want to have on my spreadsheet. For example, the name of the user, the timestamp, and I will just run slightly the whole workflow that I just created. Yeah, and then it is basically gonna edit my spreadsheet. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Levi. And with that, we have come to the end of the showcase. Unfortunately, because of the technical difficulties, we could not do the favorite part of the showcase that I introduced in Athens, which is that we also tell each other what we loved about this hackathon that was not able to be shown in a technical outcome. So give me the 15 seconds. I loved it, that I was able to speak to many of you, have a beer with you, have a meaningful conversation with you, help you meet someone else, help you fix a translate tag here or other things. I have, unfortunately, I have an open task to someone from Brazil. I'll get back to you. This will keep me motivated for the next year to come. And so thank you, everyone, for making me feel welcome here. I loved it. Like I said, I would have gladly given you the opportunity, but our slot has unfortunately ended, and I would like to invite Deb, I think. Was it Deb or Amanda? Yeah, for the next part. Yeah. See you next time.
Thanks, Sebrin. I didn't actually need this extra laptop. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks, Sebrin, for hosting the showcase. And I think we have a bunch more thanks to give out. So if the thankers want to come to the stage with me, that would be great. James Forrester has to come all the way from the other corner of the room. Yeah? You want to come up here? Cool. I will just get back to slides. Oh, it's us again. Yay. So, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Just a few things. Putting on this event takes quite a bit of prep time, and the Turkish team was with us the whole way. Meetings every couple weeks, figuring out vendors, figuring out designs, figuring out venue layout, all the way up to, oh snap, we don't actually have enough lanyards. We have to take an emergency trip the night before over to the Asia side to go to our lanyard guy's house. Because it's a holiday and everything's closed. So thanks very much. Come on up. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. Come on. Cool.
So, Wikimedia is nothing without the volunteers. You know, I'm staff, it's a huge privilege to be staff, but it's much more privilege to meet all of you volunteers who put in so much work, so much effort. It is amazing how much gets done at these hackathons and around the hackathons, but the organizers who actually run the event, they're really special because they put in so much effort and it's often behind the scenes or not seen. So thank you so much to all of them. Thank you.
Hi, I am Jayant, and this is my first Media Wiki Hackathon. So I would like to take a moment to thank all the mentors, the developers and the code reviewers who have taken much time to help in developing or building their projects. And before I wrap up, I would also like to thank the organizing team as well for making this event a great experience for all of us.
Hi everyone. Our last thank you is to all the code reviewers and mentors who have helped us too. Making connections as well, fixing things, and also just collaborating with others that it's their first hackathon or anything else. So thank you to all of you. And yeah, thank you for showcasing your projects as well.
Yeah. I have just one last thank you to give. These are little 3D printed icons of our hackathon logo this year. Oh no, James left. And I want to give them out to the three people who did the most +2s at this event. So that would be James Forrester, Mate, and Reedy. Thank you very much. There you go. Would you like to come to the stage and receive your tiny statue, or shall I bring them to you? Oh, okay, all right. You are one of the...
It's a metaphor.
we're just gonna, yeah. You're one of the top 3 +2ers of this event, and actually you do it way more, not on your day job, you're definitely #1, not at this event, so, and the last one's Mate. Yeah. I'm not gonna put it back there. Yeah. Thank you all so much. And I'm very proud to say that no one broke Wikipedia at this event. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry. All right. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about what's up next and the logistics for the rest of the day. So I think.
Hi everyone, I'll keep this quick. My name is Rajat, I work with the Wikimedia Foundation, and this was my first hackathon, so thank you very much for having me, for teaching me, and for a lot of the baklava. In terms of documentation, just to say, I think Chinmay, Manav, Jinoy have signed up, so firstly, thank you for all the help. They've gone to a couple of you have come to me asking about blogs and everything. I always say I'm a comms professional. If I don't say it, I won't be doing my job of service. It's great to do good impact, it's great to write great code, but it's also good to communicate that impact. So with that, we have this space of the documentation. It's on the hackathon page. You can write about the projects you worked on, some blogs, photos, and everything. If you feel like working on a blog, catch me. I'm happy to work with you and draft something as well. We can co-create something. But yeah, all the details are there on the link, so please go to that and share your stories with us. Thank you very much. Deb, would you want to talk about the survey? The survey? Yeah.
Hi, everyone. So every year, of course, we have a survey at the end of it. So we really want to know what you thought, what was good, what was bad, all the things you worked on, that type of thing. So please go ahead and fill it out if you have the time. The QR code is here. It's also in the emails that I've been sending every day. Please go ahead and do it. It gives us feedback, lets us know what we can do better next year. Sorry. We want to do better for you every year, getting it better and better and better. So please fill out the survey. Let us know all the details and what we can do better. Thank you. So also for tonight, we're going to go ahead and do this until another 8 minutes or so. Afterwards, these rooms will be closed, so please go ahead and take all your stuff. If you're staying here in the hotel, please go ahead and take all your stuff upstairs, whatever. But the big thing is we want you to bring your badge and meet down at the boat pier, which is right behind us. I'm sure you guys saw possibly some boats over here the last couple days or so. Be there around 5:30. That'll give enough time for everyone to actually get on board because we are well over 200 people. It'll take a little bit of time. Dinner will be served after we take off from the pier, right around 6. And dinner will be served in the lower level of the boat. But to go a little bit more in detail about that, we're going to come over here.
Hello everyone, my name is Mehman from Wikimedia Turkey. Oops. Just a quick update with all the details you need to for upcoming boat tour. So please be at the Renaissance Palace Hotel boat pier, it's just in front of our hotel. By 5:30, our boat will depart promptly at 6 p.m. So to try to not to be late, because unfortunately we can't wait you. The full tour will last about 4 and 5 hours, offering us plenty time to relax, connect, and enjoy the view of the Istanbul. We'll be making a brief stop at Eminönü boat tour station. At this point, you have 3 options what to do. You can either get off and take the shuttle bus, which will be provided by us, or stay at the boat and come back with us, or you can stop at the historical part of Istanbul to take your own tour and then take the public transport to get back to Polat Istanbul. Dinner will be served during the first half of our cruise, so it will be before Eminönü stop, so we don't want to leave you hungry. And lastly, upon boarding, you all each receive 2 drink tickets. We'll provide these 2. And yeah, basically that's all. Dinner will be also vegetarian, vegan, and gluten-free options here. Yeah, that's all. So see you at the pier. And this is just a quick road of our boat tour. Yeah.
All right. Is this the slide? I think. Yeah. So gather your belongings, bring your badge to the boat, meet at 5:30. We'll eat on the boat. Thanks everyone for an awesome hackathon. Y'all did great.